curveball is the hardest pitch to hit in baseball. The curveball was invented in 1870 by Candy Cummings. I've been playing baseball since I was 4 years old, and one of the many positions that I play is pitcher. Today I will show you the many types of curveballs and how to throw them. First curveball is the traditional curveball, the 12 to 6 curve. This curveball moves more from up to down than it does from side to side. The next type of curveball is the knuckle curve. There are two types of knuckle curveballs, the traditional knuckle curve and the more modern knuckle curve. The traditional knuckle curve, you hold it more like a knuckleball and it still moves like a curveball. But when it comes out of the hand, the hitters will think it's a knuckleball and they'll get fooled. For the modern knuckle curve, you still hold it like a knuckleball, but it moves more like a knuckle, but still has a little bit of a curveball effect to it. The next pitch is the slurve ball. This is a more modern curveball. It moves more side to side than it does from up to down. It fools batters and makes them think that it's a slider instead of a curveball. Next, I'll show you how to grip the ball and how to throw it. For the traditional curveball, you want to put your middle finger on the bottom right seam and lay your index finger right next to it. And then place your thumb in line with your index finger behind the ball. Now when you throw this, you want it to come down over the top and you want to flick your wrist down. That way it gives it rotation and it makes it move down instead side to side. Now on the traditional knuckle curve, you want to dig your index fingernail into the top left seam and then lay your middle finger on the top right seam. On this one, you want to kind of twist your wrist a little bit, and when you throw it, you want to snap your wrist straight down. That way it'll give it more of a curveball effect. It still looks like a knuckleball coming out of your hand though, and that fools the batters and makes them swing and miss. On the modern knuckleball, you hold it just like a knuckleball. For the modern knuckle curve, you hold it just like a knuckleball and you dig your index fingernail and your middle fingernail onto the top seam. Now with this one, usually on a knuckleball, you'll just shot put it and that makes it just kind of hang in the air and drop a little bit. But on this one, you want to snap your wrist straight down, and this will give it the effect. It'll make it look like a knuckleball, but it'll give the effect of a curveball. Now, on the slurve ball, instead of having your fingers as low as the curveball, you want to move both of them up a little bit on the seam. So you lay your middle finger on the top, almost midway through on the right seam, and then you place your index finger right next to it. On this one, you want to lay your thumb, you place your thumb in line or diagonal to your middle finger. Now on this one, instead of coming over the top with your arm when you throw it, you want to bring it from the side. That way it gives it more of a sweeping action and moves side to side instead of straight up and down. This is a pitch that's been invented recently, and not many pitchers throw it, but it works. It tends to work better than a 12 to 6. In conclusion, throwing a curveball is not the easiest thing to do. It takes practice, hard work, and dedication to master the different curveball grips. Tonight I have demonstrated how to properly throw a curveball, and I have shown you all of the different types of grips for the curveballs. Starting out, I was like many of you. I had no idea how to throw a curveball or even how to grip one. With hard work and hours upon hours of practice, I learned how to properly throw a curveball.